comprehensive preparation platform. So the topic for today's session is life at IIT Madras. So I'll be discussing a lot of things. So many of the things that I'll be discussing might be helpful for you. Right. So as you all know, this is my profile. So I've done my masters from IIT Madras. So I'll be discussing about IIT Madras in today's session. So any details that you wanted to know personally also you can ask me. I'll let you know about those details. Anything regarding placements or particular specialization like VLSI, communication, any questions like that, I appreciate answering them. Right. So this is my Telegram group. You can follow me on this group. So if you have any doubts in my subjects like communications or signals, you can ask me. You can post your doubts on these subjects in this group. Right. So what are the topics that I'll be covering? So I'll be covering about my journey into IIT Madras, means after getting GATE rank. So we'll be facing through some difficulties. Many of you also will be facing the same difficulties. So what difficulties I faced, and I want to make few suggestions also while applying for colleges. So don't do the same mistakes that I have done. And next, what else I'll be covering? So first semester difficulties. So first semester in IITs will be not only IIT Madras. Most of the things I discuss about IIT Madras will be similar for other IITs as well. Okay. So first semester difficulties I'll be talking about. Once you join the IITs, the first semester will be definitely tough. Why is it tough and how to overcome that? I'll be discussing few things. Right. So what are the fun things at IIT? So what are the fun things that we have done at IIT Madras? So what are the opportunities that we have to have fun? So all those things I'll be discussing. I'll be showing you some fun photos also, which we have taken. And how about food at IIT Madras? Means all the messes. How do we what kind of food we are having access to? So all that stuff. And how about connectivity inside the campus and outside the campus? I'll give you a few details. And I'll be talking about Sarang and Shastra. These are like the most important, you can say, festivals inside the campus. Right. So I'll talk about what is my perspective, what is my thought process while joining IITs. What did I have in mind? And then I'll also tell you what could have been my perspective for a better growth, you can say, for more comfortable stay at IIT or better learning. Everything could have been much better if my perspective was slightly different. What is that perspective? So with what thought you should go into IITs so that you can get the maximum out of those colleges. I'll be telling you that also. Right. So let's start with the first one. Right, my journey to IIT Madras. So as you all know, I've got ranked twice, but it was not. You have seen this first slide. I got 130 rank when I was in third year of my engineering. Surajit is asking something. Up to which score we should apply in IIT Madras? It's not like up to which score. Generally, from my experience, below 100 rank, you can expect a seat in IIT. The lower the rank, the better the chances. Okay, and now these days it is being rated higher, right? So definitely the lower ranks will have more probability to get into IIT Madras. I'm expecting anywhere close to 100 rank you should be able to get into IIT for MTech admission. There is one more admission called MS admission. For MS admission, the rank can go up to 1000, 2000 also. So it is based on interview performance. MS interviews will be there. So if you go and perform well in the MS interviews, even if your rank is 1000, 1500 also, still you can get into MS admission into IITs. Not only in IIT Madras, in other IITs also, MS, Masters by Research admissions will be there. So for big rank, people who got slightly bigger ranks, people who feel that you will not be able to get MTech admission into old IITs, you can try for MS admissions. Okay. So every IIT will mention their cutoff score. Any score above that can apply for IITs, but that does not mean that just above that score you will get a seat. That does not mean that. It is based on the number of seats available in the college. So for example, I'll tell you how that works. For example, in IITM, similar analysis you can do for other IITs also. In IITM, let's say for example, there is VLSI master's branch. Let's say in VLSI there are some 5 professors. Okay, let's assume there might be more also. Let's say 5 professors are there. Generally, if you want to do project, a project guide, which means the professor can take 2 students. Generally, they'll take average they'll take 2 students. Some professors will take more students also, but on an average 2 to 3 students only they will take. So for 5 professors, 2 to 3 students, if you calculate, it is like 10 to 15. So the maximum admissions they will take is for VLSI 10 to 15. When I was studying in 2009-11 batch, the number of admissions they have taken for VLSI is only 12, because the number of professors available are slightly less, maybe around 5 to 6 professors. For communications, in IIT Madras especially, there is a huge number of professors, because IIT Madras is known for communications. There is a lot of research happening in IIT Madras for communication. So even I have to choose in IIT Madras for that reason only, because it is popular for this area. But for VLSI, don't think that it is less. There are amazing teachers. Let me tell you, I can tell you the names of the professors also. There is Shanti Pawan sir, Professor Shanti Pawan sir, Professor Nagendra sir, Professor Karmalkar sir, and there are many other professors also who are like, they are the best in the country. So they are known for analog design, and they're masters at what they do. So VLSI, there are amazing teachers. Communication, definitely there are many more amazing teachers. So let's say communication, there are 10 professors. Let's assume each professor takes 2 to 3 students. So what is the maximum number of admissions that they can take? 20 to 30. So the number of admissions that an IIT will take is based on the number of professors and how many students they will take for project guidance. Okay, it is based on that. So when we were studying in communication, my number of students in my section were, for communication masters section, were around 25 students, around 25, because the number of professors are around that number. So if the number of professors are more, they'll take more admissions. Number of professors are less, they'll take less admissions. Okay. Hi Tamil Rasan, hi Vignesh, hi Siddesh. Okay, so it's on how many aspirants are applying for IIT Madras. Let's say top 10 rankers are applying for VLSI in IIT Madras. They are more interested in VLSI in IIT Madras. So then VLSI will be over with first 10th rank itself, provided all of them take admission in this. Okay. So for example, if people are interested in some other IIT, then it might go till 50th rank also. It is based on how many people applied, and if more people who got the least rank, if they are interested in that branch, then the cutoff rank will be lower. Okay, but they will ask, IITs will ask, they'll put some score like 700 or 750, and they'll ask everyone to apply above that score. That does not mean that everyone who applies will get the seat. Okay, I hope I'm able to answer a little bit about your question. I'll be discussing a little bit more as I go through the session. Okay, right. So I'll tell you why the mistake I have done while applying for colleges. So I've applied, the mistake I've done is I've applied only for 4 colleges. My rank is 107. 107 is not a rank where you can expect whatever seat you want, you can't expect. IISc Bangalore, you can't expect. IIT Madras also, VLSI you can't get. Okay, I got only communications. Okay, no, that too in open category. I got the last. Mine is this is the rank which got the last admission in communications in open category. In some other reservation categories, there are higher rankers also. Right. So what I've done is I have applied only for IISc Bangalore and IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, and IIT Madras. For some reason, for some silly reasons, I have chosen only these 4 colleges and I've applied for them. Okay, and that has put me under a lot of pressure because of applying only for less number of colleges. That has put me under a lot of pressure. I could have applied for Kharagpur, Kanpur. I was not aware at that time that those colleges are also really good. Okay, I'm not aware of that, but I could have applied for Kanpur, Kharagpur also. So it should have saved me the pressure part that I faced with. Right. So coming to IISc, so I first applied for IISc, and what happened? did not get admission in IISc Bangalore and IIT Delhi. IISc Bangalore, it's my fault. IIT Delhi is not my fault actually. IISc Bangalore, what happened is, IISc Bangalore means there are some admissions which are based on just the rank. If your rank is the best rank, then definitely they'll take the admission. Few branches are there, like VLSI, they'll take direct admission using rank only. So mostly below 50, 45 rankers, all the seats are over. The seats through just the rank. And there are few branches like CEDT and some other branches which take admission through interview process. So I've applied for that CEDT branch, okay? And for that CEDT branch, they allowed ranks up to 1000, 1500 also. So on that day, when I visited IISc Bangalore, almost 500 students, around 500 students sat for the written test. Out of those 500 students, they have filtered 100 students for interview. So I have gone through that stage, written stage, I have gone through the interview stage. But in the interview, they are focusing on project. Okay, they're asking about project. So I did not do a very good project. The reason is because I was serious in GATE preparation. Okay, I could have managed both. After GATE preparation also, I could have done good project, but I was a little negligent. You don't do that mistake. Okay, so if I have done good project, then it would have been more, I would have had more chances to get into IISc Bangalore. Okay, to get into IISc Bangalore, two things you have to do. One is amazing interview you have to do. Or second thing is you should get the lowest rank possible, maybe below 30, 40 rank. Then definitely direct admission you'll get into IISc. If your rank is bigger, if you can perform amazingly well in the interview, then you can get into IISc Bangalore. So I was so much in love with that place that I wanted to badly get the admission. But in the interview process, what happened is I've answered the normal questions, the technical questions I'm able to answer. But coming to the project, they've asked me about the project. I don't have much significant thing to say. I've done some project on OFDM, which is not really an amazing thing. So when I told what I've done, actually I did not do, my friends have done it, and since I'm preparing for GATE now, they saved me from that, so they have done it, and I just my name was added to that. And even my professors also in my BTech, they are supportive because I was preparing for GATE, and they thought that I was bringing some pride to that college because of the rank. So they also have given me good grade. Okay, definitely EEE students also can join IISc. VLSA, yes, definitely. Electrical students are also eligible for VLSA branch. Yes, you can apply. All IITs you can apply for VLSA. Okay, so the point I want to tell you here is, if your engineering project was not up to the mark, then especially in interviews, if they question you about the project, you'll have less. They'll be rating you lower in that aspect. So your chances will decrease if your project is not good. So don't miss out on that. At least do a reasonable project at least. Okay, so that is what I have faced in IISc Bangalore interview. And after that, IIT Delhi I have attended, but means there are multiple rounds of interviews, and immediately the day after whatever day I went to IIT Delhi, immediately the next day itself I had an interview in Bombay also. So I thought I have to take one call, either I have to stay in IIT Delhi and focus on interviews in that, or I have to go to IIT Bombay. So I thought of, I don't know why, but in my list there is IIT Bombay has higher preference. Not because IIT Delhi is less, because all of them are equally good. If somebody says otherwise, they are wrong completely. They are all amazing colleges. So IIT Bombay, I've taken my train, and I did not complete my interviews in IIT Delhi, and I just went to IIT Bombay. And I've given the interview, and luckily they did not ask me about my project. They have tested me only on the technical part, and I am able to convince them that I'm good enough. So I got an admission into IIT Bombay, and I paid the fees also, somewhere around 20,000. And after a few days, I'll tell you I told you my pressure part, right? Why did I get the pressure? With this rank, I am applied for these 4 colleges, only these 4 colleges, nothing else. And after first counseling, I did not get admission in any of the 4 colleges, because only top 50, top 60 rankers will get now. Once they get, they'll take admission in one college, and they'll leave the admission in other colleges. In the next counseling, what happens? The next higher level of rankers will get the seats. Like that second counseling I did not get. Third counseling also I did not get. I was in so much pressure, and I felt like, okay, I'm not going to get the admission. I made a mistake of not applying for some more colleges. So I prepared my mind for preparation for next year also. Okay, that was the mental state I was in. So that's why I suggest you, whatever colleges you are expecting, slightly lesser colleges also, apply for 1 or 2 colleges. so that you'll be on safe side. You'll not lose one more year. Okay, your expectation is some college at best case, in best case. So whatever is in best case, whatever college you are going to get, don't apply only for those colleges. Apply for guarantee you are going to get some colleges. No, those colleges also apply for safe side. Then you will not feel pressure the way I felt. Okay. Yes, BTech percentage is not at all a matter. Nobody asks you about BTech percentage. Even in interviews, they will not ask. In the admission process also, they will not ask. Your BTech percentage is nowhere taken into consideration. In the interviews, in the campus placement interviews, you'll submit your resume, right? In that place, when they say 60%, they'll have little bit, but if you perform well in the interview, they'll not mind about that percentage. That percentage has not much value. They'll not judge you based on that percentage. Okay. Even in the campus placements also, even if that percentage is less, so what? You have cracked GATE, you got into IIT, that itself shows what you are, right? So don't worry about your percentage in BTech. That will not matter for IIT admissions. 10th and 12th marks also not asked. No. Okay. Only GATE rank matters to get into IIT. And once you study well there, for placements also, whatever knowledge you acquire there in IIT, that is more than sufficient to get into a very good company. With respect to work, knowledge, placement, see, area wise, I would not rate one area higher or lower, but placement wise, right now, VLSI is booming because of a lot of things like machine learning, artificial intelligence is booming, and one more thing is cryptocurrency. They all need a lot of processing power. So that's why now the chip making companies, they're booming big time. So all the VLSI companies are growing big time, and packages are also hugely being offered, especially for VLSI companies compared to communication companies. Because right now the boom is there for VLSI. But after 4-5 years, how will be the situation? I'm not sure. It might continue. I'm assuming it might continue for VLSI branch. Okay, MS point of view. So, but however booming VLSI might be, if you're seriously interested in communications, whatever is your area of interest, I would suggest you to go in that. But if you don't have any clarity, you're okay with both of them, then go with an area where better placements are there. ISC, VLSI, if you want to get, if you're especially from EEE, if you want guarantee, then it should be below 30, 40. Yeah, it should be below 30, I think. 30 to 40, I think you will be able to get. Okay. VLSI in IISc Bangalore, it should be below 30, 40. Okay. Right. So IISc Bangalore is the best place for research. Research facilities are amazing in IISc Bangalore. In other IITs also, research facilities are good, but this is top notch as far as research is concerned. Whereas if you want entrepreneurial things, in IIT Madras especially, there is something called Research Park. Research Park concept is first established by IIT Madras only. When I was studying, they have constructed this Research Park. What is this Research Park? It is like a big campus, you can say big place, big building with multiple storied building, where they allot those places to multiple companies. So that Research Park is just beside the IIT. They have constructed in such a manner that they can work together. Research Park and IITs can work together, so that it will be more beneficial for students. So since it is close, students can go and do internships on regular basis. And I heard these days that because with the help of this Research Park, they are training students who are interested in entrepreneurial things. If you are interested in business doing after your masters or BTech, then definitely multiple opportunities will be available in IIT Madras especially. In other IITs also it might be available, but in IIT Madras more such opportunities might be there, because they have established the Research Park first, and they are more towards this entrepreneurial encouragement. Okay. But placements wise, more placements will be available in these IITs, because there is a separate placement cell for these IITs, whereas IISc Bangalore only there is no separate focus on placements, but some students will take care of calling few companies. The number of companies visiting the campus in this case is more, in IITs is more compared to IISc. Because IISc is more, they want to encourage research, right? They want students to pursue PhD. If they themselves provide the placement, then what happens? Students will not be able to continue their research because of good placement opportunities. They'll not be able to continue, right? So that's why IISc on its own, they'll not encourage placements, but student community will organize the placements. So you'll get a decent number of companies so that everyone gets placed. But here you'll get 200 to 250 companies will be coming to the campus every year. EWS category to get Madras. EWS means economically weaker sections, huh? According to reservation, I'm not very sure, Rajesh, regarding that. Okay. For IIT Madras Power System branch, how much gate marks required? For power systems, marks I can't say, man. Every year marks will change, na? As far as I remember, power systems and control systems, the electrical branches, they have the number of seats available in that branches is hardly 10, around 10. When I was studying, it was only 10. Now they might have changed it slightly. So since only 10-15 seats are available, if you are from open category, definitely your rank should be below 200 or something like that. Okay. Because even triple students also will be trying for VLSA because better placements are available in VLSA. So slightly less competition for power systems and control systems from electrical students, slightly less. Every IIT is same, Badam, Amarendra Reddy. All IITs get same companies, na? When a company comes, see, for example, Google comes. Google will offer same packages for every student. They'll have some standard rules. They'll not offer different packages for IIT Madras, different packages for IIT Kharagpur. Okay. But when they go to lower level colleges, they'll offer a different profile with a different package. The same profile across the different colleges, it will be same package. Okay, when Qualcomm is visiting, Qualcomm visits IIT Madras or Bombay or Delhi or IISc, they'll offer the same package. And most of the companies are exactly same for all the top colleges. Okay, most of the companies are same. So you don't need to worry, okay, that IIT will get more placements, more package. No, not like that. Okay, all IITs, similar companies will visit. Similar companies, most of them. Get into one of the top IITs, you are in safe hands. But a branch also will matter. Whichever branch has more requirement, you'll get placed easily. So for example, branches like photonics or RF, those branches, sometimes they'll have demand, sometimes they'll not have demand. So what happens is, the companies which come regarding that area, they'll not pick more people if there is no demand for that area at that point in that year. If there is demand for that area in that year, they'll pick more students. Instead of taking 1 or 2, they'll take 10, 15 also. Average package in VLSI this year, I'll tell you this year. Today only I've talked to one of my students. He got a pre-placement offer in a company called, I don't remember the company name. He got a package of 24 lakhs, it seems. 24 lakhs. Just as a fresher, 24 lakhs. And one more student from IIT Bombay, he got a package of 28 lakhs, I think from Texas Instruments or some VLSA company. And I heard that NVIDIA is offering 40 lakhs. NVIDIA is offering 40 lakhs. Okay. So it's a huge package. Some companies are offering like that. By the time you do masters, maybe after 2 or 3 years, you'll be sitting for placements, right? At that point of time, let's say you are getting into IITs in the next year, in this year, then also after 2 years only you'll be sitting for placements. By then your packages will increase by 50%, 30 to 50%, it will increase. Okay, so you can expect much bigger packages than what they are right now. Right now, the packages for VLSA companies mostly are from 20 to 35 to 40. 20 to 40 you can say, that is the range of packages being offered. For communications also, it is in a similar range. So communications also a little similar range, but VLSI, because there is a boom, there is a more demand for chips, so the more hiring is happening in VLSI branches. International offers, scholarship is sufficient for fees. Yes, more than sufficient, Hanumantrao. Scholarship is more than sufficient. You don't think about your expenses and fees. Okay, once you get into IITs, whatever scholar stipend you will get, that is more than, if you spend properly, you can save some money also. For me, I used to save some money also after paying my fees. At that point of time when I was studying, the stipend was only 8,000. Now it has increased by 50%. It is now 12,400, right? So the stipend will be more than sufficient for paying the hostel fees, college fees, and your expenses. It will be more than sufficient. But if you want to spend lavishly, that will not be sufficient. Okay. Journey of IIT plays a vital role than doing job. Definitely. That IIT, most importantly, journey is very, very important. I'll tell you, I'll share a few things, then you'll understand how important it is to travel through IIT, and some of the IITs. So I'll discuss more about IIT Madras, but similar things will happen in other IITs as well. So one thing is, once you study in IIT, right, you're an IITian for lifelong. No? That tag will help you a lot in all the future endeavors. Definitely, the tag will help you a lot. I have experienced it personally. Definitely better than service-oriented companies. For example, your friend is joined in a service-oriented company. Okay, after 3 years. He's joined with X package, and his package will become 2X. Okay, but in that 3 years, you have taken, let's say you have taken 1 year break for GATE exam preparation. Let's talk about the worst case. And 2 years you have done masters, and your starting salary will be around 10X. 10X of what your friend has initially joined. So there is no comparison in terms of salary. The work you do will be different. The work you do will be of much higher quality. I don't mean that if you go to a service-based company, you can't grow. There are people who have grown to very good levels. But it depends on how you work. But here, when you pass through IIT, it is like you are going on to a faster lane. Your career will progress much faster. There are more opportunities for you. Electrical students, yes, can get VLSI. Yes, electrical students are also eligible to apply for VLSI. Specialization electronics, which is the best? Placement wise, right now VLSI is booming, and second comes communications, and signal processing also is having good demand these days. And other branches like RF and photonics, compared to other branches, they are having less demand, but definitely you'll get placement. All branches will get placements because, for example, let me take photonics. EC student has taken photonics. How many students will be doing a master's in photonics? At least from IITs, very few, hardly 10-20. So companies which are working on photonics, where should they go? They only have to come and pick these 10-15 guys who are experts in that. So definitely they are guaranteed a placement or not. Maybe the amount of time they might take to get placed might be little higher than other branches, but they'll definitely get placed with good packages. Once you enter an IIT, you are in safe hands. Your package is guaranteed. 5 lakh this way or that way, it is guaranteed. After that, if you do well in your company, then definitely you are going to grow well. Okay. I am not an electrical teacher, Siddesh. I am an AC teacher. I teach signals and systems communications. Okay, if signals and systems is a subject that is available, that is there for you, I'll be teaching signals. I'll be teaching in English batches. Yes, apply BTech percentage less than 60 also, no problem, you can apply with GATE score. Highest package, I heard NVIDIA is offering 40 lakhs this year. Definitely Hanumantrao, normal student can definitely crack. Definitely crack. It's very much possible. Only thing is you have to follow the right people and you have to put a lot of hard work. The only difference is between a normal student and a good student is, good student already has the confidence of he can do a lot of hard work. A normal student may not know how to, he may not have worked previously very hard for something. Okay, that's why he is normal student. If he has worked hard earlier also, he would have become a good student. No? The only difference between them is ability to work hard is there for a good student. Ability to work hard, that confidence is not there for the average student. If you can develop that ability to work harder, then you and other students are same. Okay. So I've done my BTech from JNTU Hyderabad, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University. Okay. So can I go ahead? I'm still in the first slide only. I have a lot to share. Fine. So I was telling about my journey, right? So IIT Delhi, I have skipped myself. I've given up myself so that I can attend my IIT Bombay interview. I got into IIT Bombay, but in 4th counseling, I remember correctly, in 4th counseling or 5th counseling, I got a seat from IIT Madras. So I have a choice between IIT Bombay and IIT Madras, and I heard about for communication, since I wanted to take communications. So I heard IIT Madras was better in terms of the faculties available teachers, more number of teachers, more amount of research is happening. That's what I heard. And IIT Madras is very close to my home. It's 3 hours journey. So that's why the most important reason I've chosen is it's close to my home. So I have given up on IIT Bombay and I've taken IIT Madras. So the mistake that you should not do is while applying for colleges, don't apply only for the colleges that you're going to get at best possible, in best scenario. In an average scenario also, whatever college you're going to get, apply for those colleges also to be in the safe zone. Badam, you're asking something. If getting good rank, shall I join PSU or pursue IIT? Which trend is better to grow for? If your target is higher packages, then definitely go for pursue IIT. Because in PSUs, your job will be safer, but work also will be lesser. But the rate at which the package will increase, the rate of growth is slow only. Because the central government decides, whenever they give a hike, that is when you get the hike. If you want your growth to be faster, then definitely you should prefer private companies, corporate sector. So going through IIT and through some companies like Google, Qualcomm, Texas Instruments, such kind of companies, if you work well, your growth will be exponential. Okay, so if you're not interested in very high packages, fast growth, then you can go for PSU. Sir, from when you are starting teaching on Gradeup? I'm teaching already. My subject will come. Right now, some other subjects are happening. When my subject comes, my signals and communication subjects, when they come in vision batch, in English batches, I'll be teaching definitely. The next signals course and communication course that will be coming on vision batch, I'll be teaching. Siddesh, I'll be talking about that. After joining IIT, it is very tough. Definitely, I'll talk about that. Get into IIT Madras with low GATE score, will it prefer such things? So how much experience you have, that should not matter for IIT admission. IIT admission is purely based on GATE rank, or if you are working in DRDO or ISRO or some central based research companies, central government based research companies, DRDO, ISRO, defense sector, one admission will be there from every sector. For example, when I was studying in IIT Madras in communication branch, there are 25 students are there. Of them, one student was from defense. He was a defense personnel who is a technical guy, and one student, one guy is from ISRO. They are like highly they're older than us. They're like 5 to 6 years older than us. But through some program, they got admission into IIT. They have some interview process within ISRO. They'll have some interview process. Out of them, they'll select few people. Each person they'll send it to one IIT. Okay, one seat will be available for ISRO student, ISRO employee. One seat will be available for a DRDO employee. One seat for a defense employee. Like that. That is one path. The other path is only GATE score. There is no other way. But if you are having low GATE score, how low, that matters. If it's not very low, you can apply for MS. Instead of MTech, you can go for MS. MS also will have the access to same professors, same campus, same facilities. Okay, you're gonna listen to same teachers, everything same. Only thing is your course is more of research oriented. So it might take 6 months to 1 year extra. MS will take 6 months to 1 year extra, but it is worth. It is same worth as MTech. Only thing is you are spending some extra months for working, because generally MS will not be completed within 2 years. It will take generally 2.5 to 3 years. See, Badam Amarendra Reddy, can we survive in IIT? Yes, definitely. If you are able to get a GATE rank, you can survive. GATE rank shows you that the people who are able to crack GATE exam, they can survive in IITs. But there you can't survive without efforts, okay? You have to put efforts. The college curriculum is not so simple. Like our BTech curriculum, whatever you write, you will pass in BTech. That is how it is, right? But in IITs, it's not like that. Courses will be difficult. The exam paper will be set by our professors only. They'll be setting the paper stuff. Okay, but it's not a big deal. Everybody who can crack GATE with a decent rank, maybe 2 or 3 digit ranks, can comfortably cross the IIT part. Okay. What is your advice for second year student? Okay, very good. So say if you are second year or third year student, whatever subjects are common in your semester and GATE exam, GATE syllabus, focus on those subjects so that it will help for your semester exams as well as for GATE preparation. Okay. So slowly start slowly. In second year, you'll be having some math subjects which are common to GATE syllabus, and you'll have some other subjects like analog communication, some digital circuits. Whatever subjects are common to GATE syllabus, focus on them well, so that your GATE preparation for some subjects will be over, as well as your college semester syllabus, college semester preparation also will be over. Two-way beneficial. Ananya, you're asking something. Sir, back paper student can apply. Back means what? What do you mean by back paper student? Backlogs, huh? No, I'm not from Tamil Nadu. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, which is neighboring state of Tamil Nadu. Okay, backlogs should not matter, Ananya. If you fail in all exams also, finally if you are having BTech certificate, if you are able to pass somehow, that is sufficient. Percentage will not matter in IIT admission. If only thing that matters is GATE score. Without GATE score, they will not allow you. Okay. If you're having GATE score, everything else you can forget about it. MTech is based on research. No, MTech means research is not compulsory. You have to do your project work. Project means research only, na? But research is like you can do project to any level. Okay, you can do it at average level or above average level or excellent level. So if you do at excellent level, that's like good research. If you do it at average level, that's average research. Project itself means research. Na? You're doing something new. Something new means research only. Okay. Fine. So let me move ahead. Okay. So be strong and patient enough when you apply for admission into colleges. You have to be patient. Okay, you might get the admission in third round of counseling or fourth round, or sometimes in sixth or seventh round also. You have to wait patiently. Okay, so don't lose hope. Okay, don't give up and sit for next round of preparation. Don't do that. Wait. Do some research on what is your score and what colleges you might get in best case and in worst case. And based on that knowledge, you wait patiently. But don't decide by looking at second counseling results. You should not decide. Why did I tell you my story? Well, for 107 rank, I have waited for fourth counseling into IIT Madras admission. Fourth counseling. Okay, so you have to wait. Sometimes for sixth counseling also. So you have to be patient. Okay. Right. So IIT Madras, the most famous thing about IIT Madras is these deers. In some other IIT, it is known for peacocks. In our IIT, deers will be there. You know how many deers will be there? In our hostel, for my room itself, there are many. I came across many deers on daily basis. I used to shout at them like the way we shout out dogs at our home, right? Hey, go that way. Like that, we used to shout at deers also. That many deers will be there. They'll be roaming like dogs, the way dogs roam around our home, right? The same way these deers also will be roaming. So those many deers will be there. This white deer, it's a rare thing actually. Very few are available in IIT Madras. Very rarely we happen to see that one. Oh, this image is blurred. Okay, fine. So I just wanted to show the greenery of IIT Madras. So there will be very, very big trees. Many times we felt like some horror movies can be made here naturally without any graphics, because such a huge trees. You can see 50-60-year-old trees will be there. A lot of greenery will be there. So such a beautiful place. First semester difficulties. Let me come to that. What is the difference between normal college and IIT college? Yes, in normal college also good college will be there, very good college will be there. Na? IIT is like the best version of engineering colleges. It's the masterpiece, you can say. It's meant for the best students. It's meant to give the highest standards of education. Okay. So first semester difficulties. When you join in the first semester, you will feel very difficult. You'll be facing difficulty in adjusting with the environment. So there will be some 5 subjects, 5 courses we are going to take in the first semester. And each course, I think it will be around 45 minutes to 1 hour class only. But 5 courses, only 5 courses, which means 4.5 to 5 hours. Are we not used to 5 hours of listening to classes? Yes, we are used to not 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours also. We are used to listening to the classes in our GATE preparation, right? Not in our semesters, but in GATE preparation, you are comfortable in listening to classes for 5 hours, 10 hours also. But in IIT is that same 5 hours, na? But the level at which they teach is different, no? Generally, as GATE teachers, we try to simplify things. We try to teach them in a simpler manner, and later we get into depth. IIT professors are not like that. They definitely go into very depth. So they'll not touch upon the very basics and all that. They'll not make sure that you understand everything. That is not their idea. They want to give the subject depth. In that process, what happens is, so many things will go over the top of our head, which means many things we'll not be able to understand. We have to figure out, after going to room, you have to study the textbooks and you have to figure out things. So if you don't figure out, then what happens next class also you'll not be able to understand, and that keeps on going. So if you are not able to understand the classes, you'll not get good marks in the mid exams. Okay, if you don't get good marks in the mid exams, you'll feel a lot of pressure. So though 5 courses only, the content they deliver is like their masterpieces. It's not so easy to understand. So that is where we get little bit of pressure. We have to study a lot of things to understand that. So we have to spend a lot of time on textbooks to understand what they are teaching. So it's difficult to cope up with teachers. So some teachers will be easy to understand, but some teachers, they're good with their concept, but they don't teach in an easy manner. So, but somehow we have to adjust to them. Every professor have amazing knowledge. Only thing is their presentation style might be different. So we have to adjust ourselves to their styles. Yes, they go with textbooks, I Venkat. Okay, so 5 courses, they're tough courses. The content inside that courses will be little tricky. So initially we'll find difficulty. So initially we'll find difficulty in coping up, but after a few months we'll get adjusted to that. We'll get adjusted to that environment, and we'll be able to manage it. Along with these 5 courses, there will be assignments also. This is also one important part. These assignments, you know what? The first assignment I have done, we have sit for almost 4-5 hours in the night time, and still we are not able to complete the assignment. When they give assignment, the questions will be so complicated. It takes a lot of time to solve them. But it is worth. Spending all that time is worth, because when you spend that much amount of time, you get a lot of depth in the subject. So these assignments are going to help you a lot. So don't miss those assignments, okay? So though they are taking a lot of time, put time on those assignments, then definitely you will get a lot of depth in the subject, which will help you in the placements, which will help you in the semester marks, everything, everywhere it will help. But generally, I used to escape few times. I used to escape the assignments. I used to copy it from my friends sometimes, but I don't do that. Don't do the same mistake I've done. Some assignments I used to do, some assignments I used to skip. Some of our friends we used to skip, and we used to copy it from our friends, but that's not a good practice. Okay, the more you do, the more assignments you do, the better the deeper your understanding. The deeper your understanding, the more opportunities will be there for you. So when you are sitting in the interview, you'll have more opportunities because your depth will be more. You'll have more probability to get selected into the top companies. Okay, fine. But by the second semester, you'll figure out, okay, how to adjust to this environment. By the first semester, you'll get adjusted. Second semester, you'll not feel very difficulty in that. So though same number of courses, same assignments, everything will be there, you'll not feel a lot of difficulty in managing the second semester. Third semester will become more easier because only 2 courses you're going to take, and in the remaining time, you have to do the project. So during the third semester and fourth semester, most focus is on the project, and during that time, you'll get a lot of free time also. You can focus on other activities also which you are interested. College assignments are more easier, I think, Siddesh. So means college assignments means if you spend time, that will be over in maybe a few hours. IIT assignments are like, you'll not find those solutions anywhere. You have to figure out yourself. They'll frame some really new questions, and they're completely new. You can't copy it from somewhere. Very difficult to copy. So you have to figure those out yourself. If one of your friends has figured out, if you want to copy that, that's fine. It will become easy for you. But if you want to figure it out yourself, then it will take time. But that time you are spending is like investment for you. You'll get returns later. Right. So focus on learning and adapting than escaping. Okay. So second semester, I told you students will get adapted, right? There are two ways in which students get adapted. One is student learns a lot, will spend more time and learn well, and his mental ability will increase, and he gets adapted to the environment, and he gets adapted to the learning atmosphere over there. Okay, because his mental capabilities he has increased by putting more amount of time. Or the other way of adapting in the second semester is by knowing where to escape. Okay, so that way also you can get adapted, but the first way is better for you. Learning and adapting and improving your mental abilities is a better choice, because that will give you at an edge compared to others, because you'll have more probability of getting much better placements. Okay, so don't skip the assignments, don't try to escape things. Okay, so that's not good for your future. So this is my close friend there in IIT. He's my classmate. So just wanted to share my memory. So what are the fun things that we have done at IIT Madras? So there will be freshers party and farewell party the way you have in your engineering, right? So the last 2-3 years I think you did not have anything because of COVID, but earlier you might have had freshers party and farewell party, right? Same thing when you join MTech, you'll be getting freshers party, and at the end of that first year you'll be giving farewell party. So every year 2 parties will be there. So you'll get freshers party, you'll give farewell party, 2 parties, and in the second year you'll give freshers party and you'll get farewell party at the end of the year. So total every year 2 parties will be there, and yearly hostel functions will be there. Every hostel will conduct one grand celebration of their hostel. Okay, every year celebration will happen. Like that there are 16 hostels. Okay, 16 hostels are there in IIT Madras. Every hostel will celebrate its own function. It will be on a grand scale. Some function will happen, very good food will be there, a lot of cultural activities will happen. So since I was having good friends in other hostels also, 4-5 other hostels also I had friends. So I used to go to all those 5-6 hostels functions also. I used to have good food and enjoy the cultural activities and all that. Stipend of IIT per month, right, 12,400. Not only IIT students, other students are also rolling. Students from other colleges are also doing well. Okay, but obviously all the cream students are getting into IITs. Obviously good students are in IITs. No, it's not about the student from IIT or not. It's about personal willpower, personal hard work, and opportunities that you get. That will matter more. Okay, it's not just the IIT part, but IITs definitely help them prosper, definitely. Okay, so yearly hostel functions is one thing. There is 2 festivals called Sarang and Shastra. I'll talk a little bit more about this. Sarang is the cultural festival. So it happens on a grand scale, very grand scale. If you get an admission into IIT Madras, definitely don't miss this function. This will happen for 5 days in January month, in the last week of January, I think. Don't miss that function. Amazing fun, amazing tech festival. So I enjoyed like anything that festival. Shastra is like a technical fest. It also happens on a grand scale, but it is a technical fest. So presentations will be there from BEL, BHEL, DRDO. They'll showcase their projects in Shastra. This is a technical festival. So this is a cultural festival where people come from all parts of the country to perform. Dance competition, singing competition, music competitions. A lot of competitions will happen. And people outsiders also can attend these functions. If you are an outsider also, if you have not got admission, even then you can go there. Okay, during that time, if you have time, you can visit that college during those 5 days, and you can attend all those cultural activities. Fees of IIT for VLSI, I am not aware right now. Earlier, when we studied, it was like 10,000 per semester. Now it might be slightly increased. Not only for VLSI, for all branches it will be same. For every IIT, the same fee structure for all branches, I think, as far as my knowledge is. My knowledge, all courses will have same fees. So on sports facilities and events, I'll tell you about that also. Weekend movies in OIT. OIT means open air theatre. I think you might have heard about open air theatre. It's like you might have seen tennis stadium, right? It will be open, some stadium kind of atmosphere. Okay, stadium kind of atmosphere. On top there will not be any roof. Okay, that is what is open air theatre. So open air theatre that is available in our college has a capacity of 8,000 students. Every weekend one movie will be played. So the screen also will be very big. It gives the feel of a little bit better feel than a theater, you can say. Every weekend they'll bring one really good movie, one most happening movie, and we used to watch every weekend. And in this open air theater, we have watched World Cup also. When during the time I was in that college, 2009 and 11. In 2011, if you remember, India has won the World Cup. We watched a semi-final and final in open air theater along with more than 5,000 people. Imagine how it feels. So it almost felt like a stadium only. So we have watched World Cup in open air theater. That was an amazing experience, as good as watching live in a stadium. So these are as I told you, freshers party and farewell party. This is the freshers party that we have given them. Farewell party, I think. Yeah, this is farewell party. These are all my juniors. So these are different photos from that farewell party. So as I told you, sports facilities, superb sports facilities are available, and we are having two stadiums. One is a stadium and another one is a cricket ground. We call it as Chemplast. Even Ranji Trophy matches also will happen in that ground, this ground. So it's an amazing ground. There was a time when Sachin Tendulkar in 2011 World Cup, when the stadium was not available. When in Chennai stadium, whatever stadium is there in Chennai, Chepauk Stadium, that stadium was not available because there is another match happening. Because that stadium was not available, the cricketers need another place for practice, right? So whenever that stadium is not available for practice, the cricketers used to come to this place. So we have watched them for 3 days continuously. We watched Sachin Tendulkar practicing in the nets, Dhoni practicing, Sehwag and all these people. It was an amazing experience. In the same ground, we also played. I think you might have recognized me. This is me here and this is me here. So we used to play cricket like anything. So for important tournaments only, we have access to that ground, not for every match. And for every hostel, apart from these two big grounds, we are having, for every hostel, we'll have one shuttle court, one volleyball court, one small place for playing cricket, and one small place for basketball, and TT table. Okay, so we are having lots of facilities. We are having lots of facilities within the hostel itself. Like that, 16 hostels are there. In every hostel, similar facilities. So we used to play like anything. I used to spend every day, minimum 1 to 2 hours, I used to spend on sports because I like playing. So yes, along with studies, we have to manage studies and this also. So this is Himalaya. This is the main place for food for our college. So you can see there are 3 floors here. Every floor is like one mess, okay, one service provider, you can say. So 3 different messes, 3 different, slightly different menus, you can say. Apart from these 3 messes, there are 3 other messes also. Krishna mess, there are 3 other messes. Totally around 6 to 7 messes are available for us. So at the starting of the month or at the end of the month, 30th or something like that, we have to book the slots. We have to book some mess, okay? First come, first serve basis. Whichever mess food will be tasting better, so people who are interested in that mess, they'll book earlier to get the slot in that mess. So every mess can hold a every mess has a capacity of around 1,000 people maybe. So we used to book every month and we used to book for a certain mess. Because every mess is known for its own kind of food. For example, our mess, our college hostel mess is known for good sambar, and these messes are known for good non-veg food. Like that, every mess is known for its own special item. Right. So connectivity and transport. Coming to connectivity and transport, there are 4 gates to enter and exit. There are 4 gates because it's such a huge campus, right? 1 gate is not sufficient, because if you want to come only from 1 gate and exit from 1 gate, then it will be long for a lot of people coming from outside. So we'll be having the IIT will be of something of this shape. Here, if it is the main gate, from main gate here hostels will be there. Here hostels will be there at the end, and here departments will be there. Departments are all the departments will be there. So from here to here, the distance is around 3 kilometers. You can imagine, is it possible by walk? It's very difficult by walk. It's possible, but it's very difficult. So that's why we have a bus facility. So bus which travels every half an hour. We'll have a bus traveling. There are 2 buses which will be always traveling through the campus. So there will be other gates also, here. There will be 3 other gates. Totally 4 gates will be there. So when IIT was constructed, it was like a outskirts. But after IIT was constructed, the total city developed around this place. Okay, so any exit if you go, it will be like another city, another important place. And inside we have connectivity through buses. So you have to access those buses if you want to travel to the main gate. But if you want to travel from hostel to departments, the distance is not huge. You can travel, go by walk, or you can access cycles. So bikes are not allowed for students. But students who are coming from outside, like day scholar students are there, for them bikes might be allowed, but inside students, the students staying in hostel, bikes are not allowed. For professors, they might be allowed. So mostly you'll be seeing only bicycles. So you can go through bicycles, or you have to go by walk, or other choice is by bus. Only 3 options. So sometimes when we come late night, when I visit my home, I come late. So when I visit late after 9:30 or 10, the bus will not be available here. So I have to walk all the way from here to hostel. Such a large campus. And outside you have a very good connectivity, like local train connectivity is there, very good bus connectivity is there to all places. So this is the main gate picture. This is the photo that I got from the internet. It's not of high quality, but this is the entrance. So Sarang and Shastra. So Sarang is, as I told you, the grand technical festival, grand cultural festival that happens in IIT. So it's a must-visit festival. I did not know that it will be such a good event. It will be very grand. They'll spend few crores on conducting that particular cultural festival. How many activities will be there, you know? How many competitions will happen? I felt like if I had 10 more eyes, it would be very good, because there will be so many competitions happening. In one auditorium, dance competition, classical dance competition will be happening. In other auditorium, western dance competition will be happening. In another singing, classical singing will be happening. In another place, guitar competition will be happening. You can say 10-15 different competitions are happening parallelly. You will not know what to watch. If you are interested in a particular area, you can go to that competition and you can watch. But otherwise, there are multiple competitions happening parallelly. So such a beautiful one. You can see dances coming from all over the country, because the prize money is also very good. That's why people come from all different places in the country. It's an amazing festival. If at all, if you get time to go to that festival, whether you are able to get into the get the admission into it or not, you can try and visit. It will happen in the last week of January. Similar festivals will happen in other IITs also. You can try them as well. They also will be on a grand scale. And during that Sarang thing, every year one popular single used to come. So when we are there, one year Shankar Mahadevan came, and another year KK, a singer called KK came. So it was too good. So these are photos from such festivals. So this is a photo from some hostel functions. So these are BTech students. I had some good BTech friends also. So because of some activities, I got I had befriended them. So they became my friends. Some of them. So because of them, I visited multiple hostel function, other hostel functions also. Right. So let me tell you my perspective while joining IITM, or what will be the perspective of most of you is good placement, correct? Anybody who is trying GATE exam also will have that in mind. Yes, I also have done the same thing. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. But is there a better way? Yes, there is a better way. There is a better thought process with which if you can get into IIT, you will have much better future than what you can have with just this thought process. And what is that? What could have been my perspective? One simple funda. Simple sentence I'll tell you. If your perspective is just to learn, if your perspective is to get a good placement, learning is not guaranteed. Your in-depth subject is not guaranteed. Correct? You're targeting at only placement, and other things will come or not. That is not guaranteed. But if you learn placements, deeper subject knowledge, good mental aptitude, okay, your mental skills, all those things will automatically improve, no? If your intention is to learn, you'll be passionate about learning. You'll be happy almost all the time. Whichever class you're attending, you're happy that you're learning. Okay. If your intention is only getting placement, you'll not be happy all the time. You'll not be enjoying each and every moment in that place. If you want to be enjoying each and every moment in that place and get placements as a byproduct, not as a main product, then if you go with this perspective, with an intention of, yes, I am going to the best place in the country, one of the best places in the country. So that place will provide me a lot of learning opportunities. So if my perspective is to learn, then I'll make the best use of the place, and I'll become a better person as knowledge-wise or thought process-wise. In many ways, you'll become a better person. And obviously, when you're becoming a better person, when you have learned well, when your thought process is to learn, obviously you have learned well, your subject is deeper. Who will get a better placement than you? So placement will become a very simple thing for you. Okay, you don't need to try harder. It will become very easy for you to get the best placement possible. So go with the perspective of learning. I have to learn as much as possible because there are best minds available, best people available in that campus. So let me make the best use of all of them. If you go with that perspective, you'll make the best use of that place. You'll enjoy that place a lot more than if you go with other perspective. And you'll come out with a wonderful placement than what you have imagined. Okay. Right. So I'll summarize finally a few things that you should keep in mind when your target is to get into an IIT. So make the best use of campus facilities. What do I mean by campus facilities? So first and most important thing, what we know about IIT is they are known for technical masterpieces, right? The professors they are available there, they are the best in the country. So they give the best subject possible. So that is one thing that we know are aware of. IITs means they are known for their technical masterpieces. Yes, that is correct. But apart from technical knowledge, you'll also have amazing lab facilities. The labs that will not be available in our general BTech colleges because they need a lot of money. A lot of money is involved to establish good labs. Since IITs will have good funding, very good labs will be available there. So for me personally, I did not focus much on labs, but if my intention was learning, then I could have done some really good experiments and I would have enjoyed the subject much more than what I have enjoyed. But the place is so good that if I did not go with an intention of learning, but the place is so good that it has pulled me towards learning. Okay, if my intention was learning, then I would have enjoyed it much more. Because of the magic in that place, I got tilted towards learning also. But I was like, placement is important for me. Okay, since it was more interesting, the subject is very interesting, the professors have made the subject so interesting, I wanted to learn the subject also in a deeper manner. So when I say campus facilities, not only the technical part and lab facilities, there are other things also. So there are amazing sports facilities. You can get the best in the class sports facilities. So if you are interested in sports, you can access those facilities. Okay, and don't spend too much time there on sports, like 4-5 hours in a day, so that you will neglect the studies. Don't do that, but some limited time you can focus on sports as well. And apart from these facilities, there are a lot of things that I came to know when I'm about to end my masters. That is when I came to know that there are a lot of things that are there in the IIT. I am not aware of it. There are trainers for martial arts. There are some groups for people who are interested in singing. They formed a group and they learn as a group. There are people who form a club for dancers, and there are every facility. There are groups available for every single thing that you can think of. Only thing is you have to look for it. So whatever you are interested in, look for those things. Apart from not only studies but other activities also, you can look for people and look for your interested things. You'll find some resource to train yourself in that area, or you can find some resource to get entertained. Okay. Next, so make the best use of amazing professors available in the campus. They are such an amazing, you can say. I still remember the names of my professors. Sir David Koilpille sir, he teaches wireless communication such an amazing manner. I got so much interested in the subject. Now if you ask me anything in communication, I'll be able to convincingly answer you what is happening in that area. Anything about communication. The reason is because of all the grace of those professors. There are some other professors also. Everyone's style is different, but we enjoyed those classes so well. Because of them only, I am able to teach communication so well. So audit few subjects for the sake of live learning from best minds in the country. When I say audit, there is something called crediting and auditing. Crediting means you have to pass that subject to get some credits. You might be knowing this thing called crediting. Auditing means you don't need to write any exam. Just for the sake of learning, you can take the permission from the professor and you can attend those classes. Just for the sake of learning. What will you get? Okay, you'll get knowledge. Because of that knowledge, you can apply for different companies in placements also. For example, let's say you got into photonics or you got into communications, but you are interested in VLSI also. What you can do is, so what you can do is you can audit some courses. Okay, it will be little hectic, but still if you audit some VLSI courses, you'll have some VLSI expertise also. While sitting for placements, you got admission into VLSI or communication, that will not matter for the company that is taking placements. What matters for them is what subjects you have studied in IIT. If you have studied some VLSI subjects, yes, you can confidently apply for those companies. The thing is, if you have studied some VLSI courses, you can sit before a guy who is interviewing for VLSI category and you can answer his questions, no? Okay, so if you feel you have taken some area where placements will not be good, you have taken a branch, you got a branch where you feel that placements will not be good, then what you do is, in first semester, mostly there will be compulsory subjects, you have to take all of them. In second semester, we will be having 2 or 3 electives. And third semester also electives will be there. Whenever you get electives, you can take subjects that you are interested in. Whatever area you get good placements, you can take those subjects as elective subjects, so that you'll have more chances in placements. Apart from these courses, you can audit also some courses as per the requirement. So if you feel so these courses will help me in placement, then you can take those courses and you can audit them. Whatever courses you audit, those courses also you can list them in your resume. In MTech resume, what we have put is, in MTech course, we'll put all the subjects that we have learned there. Using those subjects only, the interviewer will ask us the questions. Okay, has he done VLSI subjects? Okay, I'll do an interview to him regarding VLSI subjects. If he has done subjects in communications, yes, I can do an interview to him regarding communications area. So based on the subjects only, they will see if they are eligible for their interview or not. Okay. A wonderful, Hanumant, what advice do you? Okay, IIT is a wonderful place. If you are having any such thought, that is a wonderful place. So you explore. I heard that they are doing a lot of things to encourage students to go through that path. So if you are having that mind, if you are having that eye for that entrepreneurial thing, what you can do is, once you enter IITs, you can inquire about what are the facilities available. If I'm interested, what scope do I have? What encouragement will be given by IIT? You can inquire about them. The immediate contact will be your seniors. Your seniors will give you all the information that is necessary. So once you gather that information, you can proceed along that path. Okay, what skills are required? Entrepreneurial thing is it's not like you have to entrepreneur means you'll not after having certain skill you'll become an entrepreneur. It's not like that. Once you have an idea in mind, if you want to implement that, you're going to learn whatever is required along the way. It's not like predefined set of skills are there for entrepreneur. I don't think that something like that will happen. Okay, so you'll pick up something, you'll believe in that, and you'll be working towards it. Whatever skills are required, you'll be learning it along the way. Okay, it's not like first learn all these things, then only you can start thinking of becoming an entrepreneur. It's not like that. Okay. So have wonderful conversations with amazing people around you. The reason I'm telling you is, see, not everyone is brought up like that, like us, right? So we have a different family background. Okay, we are from a different state. So you'll be finding people from different states, different religions, different parts of the country, speaking different languages, right? So they have different family backgrounds. They have the path they have come through, the hardships they have faced are different from yours. So which means they are completely different. They are having different perspective compared to you, right? So having different perspective, is it wrong? No, every perspective should be appreciated. So instead of thinking only from one angle, your perspective is one angle. If you interact with multiple different people who are having different perspectives, then you'll get the other angles. You will look at life or other things in different angles. You learn to look at things in different angles when you're able to communicate with people from different diversities. Okay, and the one beautiful place where you can get the diversity is IITs. You'll get the students from all across the country will be given admissions. So you'll get amazing people to interact with. So make use of the time effectively. So properly interact with them. Don't feel that, so this guy is from a different language, so it's difficult for me to interact with him. Don't do that. Interact with him so that you can communicate, develop some communication skills. You can know more about his place. You can know more about his culture and his perspective. So there will be a lot to learn. It will be a very interesting part. Okay. So how good is your communication skills will decide a little bit in your career, definitely. When you grow to a managerial level or higher level, how good a communicator you are, that matters in your growth. Okay. So becoming a good communicator also will help you progress faster in your path. Okay. Yes, good conversations will help you develop good perspectives, different perspectives. Different perspectives will help you to think from different angles, everything from different angles, so that you can make better decisions. Generally, we think from only one angle and make decisions. And after that, when something did not happen, we'll feel bad because we've thought it only from one perspective, one angle. So if you're able to think from different angles, then life will be more easier. So as I told you earlier, IIT Research Park is available for internships and entrepreneurial explorations. So this IIT Research Park also will help you regarding entrepreneurial ideas. So if you're having any interest, I think that Research Park has some facilities, I guess. So you can inquire your seniors when you go there and ask them what are the facilities available. So from there on you can take off. Yes, resources are available for any area that you are interested in. Any area, pick any area. Not only technical part, so non-technical part also, like sports or cultural part, anything. You pick anything, you are having facilities in that college. Not only in that college, other IITs as well. So this is one photo from when we are playing Holi. This is how we played. So this is a photo of all of our classmates, communications communications department. So this is a photo where we have taken using suit, because why we are wearing a suit is for convocation. For convocation photograph, we have to wear a suit and we have to take the photograph. That photograph will be placed in our certificate. The certificate that will be given in convocation. In that certificate, we have to be with suit. So everybody is wearing that suit and taking a photo. So these are my classmates. So in Chennai, the amazing thing is there is a beach, and which is like 3-4 kilometers away from our college. Sometimes in the mornings, 5:30, we'll start and we'll go there to watch the sunrise. It's an amazing view. So he's my friend, close friend. We went many times to watch that sunrise. So this is one proud moment. My father and my grandfather visiting convocation, just to, because for them it's a big thing. So studying in IIT and getting a degree from that. So I called them to visit the convocation. So this is the convocation photo where all our classmates have taken photo together with our degrees. So these are my close friends, you can say. So this guy is working in Qualcomm for the last 11, 12 years. And right now he's in US. His salary is, US salary is, I think, around 1.5 crore, somewhere around that. And this guy is very close buddy. He's placed as ESC. He cracked ESC, and he's working for railways, I think, in very senior position. I think he's controlling entire division of railways. Yeah, here it is, me in front of you. So that's it, guys. That is what I wanted to convey. So there are many other things also to convey. So I have managed to cover these things in this session. So I'll be coming up with more sessions. I wanted to take some interviews of some students who faced some difficulties in cracking GATE exam, and finally they cracked, and how they cracked, what challenges they faced, how they overcome. I want to do such kind of interviews. So in future, in the coming weeks or coming months, I'll definitely take such interviews and some sessions, some motivation sessions also. Okay, so that's it, guys, from my side. In tomorrow's session, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, I'm going to take a session on communications based on BARC and HAL. I will do some practice session on BARC and communications. And day after tomorrow, if you have written GATE exam and if you are not able to score well, I'm going to take a session for you guys. So what should be your thought process now? If you have not performed well, though you have prepared well, your performance is not good. So what should be your thought process? So I'll be discussing a few important things in that session. It's on day after tomorrow, on Tuesday. Okay, so we'll meet on that session again. Anything else you want to ask me? What do you advise for breakup students? Okay, Hanmant, can we meet on day after tomorrow? My session is completely focused on students who are preparing for GATE exam, and students who are not able to perform this year very well, for those students as well. So it will be more of a motivation session. Why Indians want jobs, comfort zone? Not only Indians, every person in other country also wants a job. Very few people are becoming entrepreneurs, right? Because becoming an entrepreneur means it's like taking a lot of risk. How many people want to take risk? It's easy to say why we want to take jobs. It's easy to say, but becoming an entrepreneur or starting your own thing, it's not an easy thing. There are a lot of difficulties. Even I have been through that path. I've started some coaching institute. I know what difficulties we face. It's easy to say from outside, but when you get into it personally, then you'll know the difficulties. So doing job is also not easy, but you're not risking much. Whereas when you are becoming an entrepreneur or you're starting something on your own, you're risking a lot. But the success that you're going to get also will be larger if you succeed. But the stakes are high. So we should not comment why are we thinking about only jobs. Not everybody is meant for becoming an entrepreneur, right? If everybody becomes an entrepreneur, then who will work under him? Break up, or students who finished BTech and taking 1 year extra to study. What do you mean, Hanumantrao? What do you mean by breakup students? Breakup means breakup from your girlfriend or something like that? Or what is it? Fine. So anyway, so that's it, guys, from my side. So we'll meet again in further sessions. We'll discuss a lot more things. Oh my God, I'm not an expert in that area, man. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert. I can't help you much in this. Okay. Yes, definitely. That's what I said earlier also, Badam. We can comfortably manage stipend, our expenses also. You don't need to ask a penny from your parents. You can manage comfortably, provided you are careful. Okay. Fine then. Take rest. Take care. Bye-bye. See you again. Okay.